Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to you from Woodside Sports Complex in Mauston, where your Waterloo Pirates will be taking on Mauston. It's about 90 miles northwest of Waterloo, about an hour and 20 minutes to drive to get here. And we will be set for baseball here shortly. Strong thunderstorms and a tornado actually blew through the city of Mauston. We are actually east of there, and that was last night. So I wasn't even sure we were going to be playing this game. But as we drove up here and got actually into the complex, there wasn't any damage that I could see. So this area was spared any of that damage. Thank goodness. So Waterloo will be the away team, obviously, as we were in Mauston. And your first three batters for Waterloo: Gavin, Tucker, and Mason Reedy. Umpire will be calling balls and strikes from behind the pitcher's mound, excuse me. And opening pitch to Gavin coming up. And that is right over the plate. Strike one. Second pitch is inside a ball. 1-1. That ball is low and outside, 2-1. Beautiful 85, sunny degrees out. Wind is blowing in from right field. Probably about 15 miles an hour. Gavin with a grounder over to third. Picks gloves and throws, and Gavin is retired. Brings up Tucker. First pitch is just outside, ball one. That second pitch is lined into left, and that will go to the wall, and Tucker will be in standing with a double. Nice poke by Tucker. Brings up Mason with a runner in scoring position. And that ball is outside. Good block by the Mauston catcher to keep Tucker at second. Mason with a 1-0 count. And Mason swings through and misses. Tucker is going to third on the passed ball, and he will be safe. So the first run of the game here is 80 feet away, excuse me. We're not Major League Baseball. And that's a grounder over to second. And he's got to work for it, and that will be safe at first. Ball is thrown low to the first baseman, and Tucker comes home to score. And Mason's safe at first. Waterloo with a 1-0 lead. Brings up Shea. Mason off with the pitch, and he will be in head first slide with a stolen base. So one down here in the first. Waterloo with a 1-0 lead. And a runner on second. Shea with a 1-0 count swings through that one. Strike one. 1-1. That ball is off his wrist and hit by pitch. So Shea is aboard. First and second now for Waterloo here in the top of the first. They lead 1-0. One down, and in steps Trey. Mason's off with the pitch, and that is a line shot to left. Mason will come around to score. So an RBI single for Trey. And Waterloo leads 2-0. Dylan is up to bat. And that ball is low and outside, but nobody moving for Waterloo. Nice piece of hitting there in the last at-bat. Trey hit behind the runner. Or hit in front of the runner, actually. Mason had to stop, so he didn't get hit. And there's Dylan with a grounder to short. They aim for the lead runner, and he's out. So 2 down in the top of the first. Dylan safe on the fielder's choice. And Ryan comes to the plate. And pitch outside. But Trey is going to be in with a head-first slide. No throw. And no stolen base. So 1-0. And runners on the corners now for Waterloo. 2 down. And Ryan follows one straight back. Dylan was off with that pitch. Aggressive base running here in the early going for Waterloo. Ryan with an even count here. 1 ball and a strike. Dylan not being held on first. He's off with the pitch. And Ryan with a shot down the first base side. Foul. So we will do it again now, but the count will be 1-2. Dylan is off with the pitch. That ball is outside. 2-2. Anything hit to the outfield could possibly score 2. And Ryan, that one is over his head. And Trey will come in to score. And Dylan heads to third. So on that passed ball, Waterloo plates another run, and they lead 3-0. Actually, that was probably more of a wild pitch, but it did hit off the catcher's glove. So full count. And Ryan pops one over here to right. Looks like it's going to drop, and it does. Right down the first base side, Dylan scores on the play. Ryan with a 2-out single. And Waterloo leads 3-0. Excuse me, 4-0. And in steps Avery. And Avery, you're stepping out, Avery. Step into it. Strike one. You really pulled away from that one. Stay in there. And Avery swings at that one. And Avery with a pop over to first base here. And that will be caught for the third out. But Waterloo with 4 runs in the first inning on 4 hits, 1 hit batter. Through 1/2 inning, it is Waterloo 4 and Mauston coming up. As I was saying earlier, some bad storms that came through the area, a lot of damage in the city of Mauston. We are east of there. No damage here as we were driving in. It was mainly property damage done. Set the defense here for you. Dylan will start the game on the mound. Ryan behind the plate. Avery at first. Gavin at second. Mason at short. And Trey at third. Your outfield is Trey in left. Tucker in center. And Mason Dolphin in right. So first batter for Mauston here in the bottom of the first. Waterloo stake to a 4-0 lead. And Dylan's first pitch is popped out here to left. And Trey with a nice running catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. That ball is outside. And Dylan's second pitch is inside a ball. 2-0. And that ball is swung on and right back to Dylan. Throws over to Avery covering first, and runner is out. 2 quick outs for Mauston. And Dylan with one right down the middle, and Tucker's got a beat on that one, and 3 up, 3 down for Mauston. Very efficient inning for Dylan on the mound. 6 pitches, I believe. And through 1 inning of play, Mauston trails. Waterloo leads 4-0. Due up for Waterloo this half inning is the bottom 3 in the lineup: Wyatt, Emmanuel, and Mason. Earlier this week, Waterloo traveled to Cambridge on Tuesday. It's Thursday night here. And they came out on the top end, victorious 21-5. 21-6, excuse me. In the second inning of that game, Waterloo sent 18 men to the plate and scored 12 runs. And after that, it was pretty much over. Cambridge used 5 pitchers in that game. Waterloo only with 3. Dylan closed that game out for Waterloo and gets the starting call in this game. Coach Shroud wondering if I'm talking to myself over here. Heck no, I'm not talking to myself. I'm trying to keep you folks at home entertained between innings. Trying to provide a little bit of history. So Wyatt will step in the top of the second. Waterloo with a 4-0 lead. First pitch is high to Wyatt, ball one. He laid off that high one. Sometimes he likes those. So maybe a little bit of discipline starting to creep into Wyatt's mind. And that ball is inside, 2-0. That is swung on and missed, low and outside. And Wyatt couldn't lay off, 2-1. And Wyatt swings at that one and puts a liner, snagged by the shortstop. So first out of the inning for Waterloo. In steps Emmanuel. That ball is swung on and foul tip. Strike one. That one is swung on and missed. Strike two. Looked a little bit outside. Emmanuel steps a little closer to the plate. Cover the outside a little bit better, and that's inside and plunks him in the shoulder. And he will be on first. Second hit batter for Waterloo. So Mason steps in. Mason Dolphin, that is. Two Masons on this team. Mason Dolphin steps in with a runner on first. Let's see if Emmanuel is off with the first pitch or not. And he holds Mason Dolphin with a grounder to second. And they are trying to turn two. He is unsuccessful in corralling the baseball. Mason Dolphin on via the air. So one down. And runners on first and second. And top of the order back up for Waterloo. And Gavin steps in, who grounded out to second his first time up. Little repair needed on second base there. Still looks like it's got a little bit of a corner up in the air. And, Gavin swings through that one. Strike one. And that's inside to Gavin. Almost hit him. 1-1. Two-step lead. Modest two-step lead by Emmanuel at second. And that ball is high. 2-1. That is low. 3-1. And Gavin leaves that one off, and he will walk loading the bases with one out for Tucker, whose first time up hit a double to left. Tucker swings at the first pitch, and that goes in the gap between left and center. Emmanuel will trot home. Mason Dolphin will scoot around the bases, and he is safe. Tucker with a long single. And Waterloo leads 6-0. And in steps Mason. And Mason's off. Gavin's off. And steals third. And that is a strike. And Tucker will take second. No throw down there, so no stolen base. So runners now on second and third for Mason. And Mason fouls one over here to first base, and that will go over the Mauston dugout. Oh and 2. And Mason with a grounder up the middle and past the shortstop. Gavin trots home, Tucker will trot home, and the ball goes to the wall. Mason with a stand-up double. And Waterloo leads 8-0. Shea steps in with one down in the top of the second, and that is inside. Mason will take third on that pitch. Shea hit by a pitch his first time up. Caught it right in the upper left forearm. That ball is swung on and almost took the pitcher's head off. Back up the middle. Shea with a solid single, and Mason trots home, and another RBI and run for Waterloo. They lead 9-0. Trey steps in now. And Trey takes a grounder to third, picked up and throws to second, and the throw goes into right field. Shea will trot to third on the overthrow. Trey safe on the fielder's choice to second. So runners on the corners. And one down here in the top of the second. Trey is off with the pitch. That is a called strike. So 0-1. And Dylan swings and hits one foul up the first base side. So he will be in an 0-2 count. Shea on third, Trey on second. And Dylan with a grounder to short and dropped. Not a force to third. Trey holds at second, and Shea trots home. And it's 10-0. Ryan in now with runners on first and second. Pitch out, but Trey takes third easily on that first pitch, 1-0. Ryan swings through that one. Big gap in right center. And swings through that one. Strike two. And that is nubbed over to first. Picked up and Ryan is out, but Trey will score from third. A RBI ground out for Ryan, his second RBI of the game. And Waterloo leads 11-0. And in steps Avery, who flew out to first his first time up. And Avery swings through that one. You're stepping out again. Attack that. Step into it. And Avery likes that one. Comes straight back at me. Apparently I'm not supposed to say anything to him because I almost caught that one in the face if the net wasn't there. And Avery swings through and foul tips that one back to the net. 0-2 still. Dylan the runner on second. And that ball is low. Good secondary lead out there by Dylan. 1-2 to Avery. And that ball is low back to the fence, but Dylan holds. Two and two. That ball is swung on and fouled. Way to protect that outside, Avery. And that ball is low. So Avery down in an 0-2 count, and he's brought it to full now. And Avery with a shot out to one hops the fence. And Avery a long single. So Avery with an RBI. Dylan trots home. Avery in an 0-2 count brings it back to full and one hops the fence. And brings up Wyatt. That ball is outside. 1-0. And Wyatt swings through that one, a ball and a strike. All right, ball is outside, 2-1. And that is to Wyatt's liking, but fouled it off behind him. Two and two count now. Avery Still on first. And that ball is inside and back to the fence, but Avery will hold. And we've got a full count here. That ball is inside. That's ball 4. So Wyatt walks. Emmanuel was hit by a pitch his first time up. And that's high. Ball 1. Emmanuel swings and hits one out to left. Left fielder is under it and catches that for the 3rd out of the inning. But Waterloo doubles their total from the first inning and puts an 8 spot up this half. And they lead through an inning and a half, 12-0. Once again, we're at Woodfield Complex here in Mauston, actually west of town, off of 82 a little ways, Highway 82. If you've never been here, there are 8 diamonds, a couple of which are turf. I don't think they're all turf, maybe they are. Waterloo played in a tournament last fall.
Rumor has it that you have a portable charger I could use for a couple of minutes. I have a cord.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
As I was saying, Waterloo was in a tournament here last fall, and it poured on this same field. I was trying to film from this area, but the water was coming in the same way the wind is coming now from right field, and I was getting wet. First pitch is outside a ball to open the bottom of the second. And Dylan throws that one, and it's fouled off. And that is down the middle, and Dylan off the mound, trying to corral it, unable to. So Mauston has their first runner of the game via the air. Let's see if Waterloo can turn 2 here on a ground ball. Runner with a 1-step lead, very modest, and he throws over there and almost got him. That was a nice move by Dylan. I don't know if the runner on first even knew that it was coming. He was frozen and coming home. And that ball is off the hands and trickles up here to the on-deck circle by the Waterloo dugout. But no advance by the runner on first. So 1-0. A little bit of a bigger lead over here by the runner on first. Dylan coming home though, and that ball is popped up over here by the Waterloo dugout, and Avery is able to catch it in foul territory for the first out. Ryan behind the plate also gave chase, but Avery was able to corral that. The wind was actually blowing back towards Ryan, but he probably would have had the sun in his eyes, so horse apiece to who had the chance to catch that, and Avery was successful. So a runner holds it first, 1 down now, and throws back over to first, runner back in time. And that ball is outside. 1-0. And that ball is fouled off up the first base side, so we'll do it again. But this time we have an even count, a ball and a strike. That is down the middle and swung on a miss, strike 2. Going over to first. Runner is back in time. And Dylan coming home, strike 3. So the first strikeout of the game belongs to Dylan. 2 down now, and Dylan throws inside. Nice block by Ryan to keep the ball in front of him. 1-0 now. Dylan coming home, throws low, and Ryan throws over to first. A little bit off the bag. Runner would have been safe anyway. 2-0 count. And that one in there, swung on and missed. And Dylan coming home. It's fouled off. Strike 2. 2-2. And that is popped up and taken by Gavin. And Mauston is retired. So through 2 innings of play, it's Waterloo 12, Mauston nothing. Due up for Waterloo will be Mason Dolphin, and then back to the top of the order. Seven o'clock start time tonight. See, I lost a little connection there for a second. I do have 5G, so hopefully I'll be able to hold connection here for a while. Sun's starting to set a little bit. Behind the Mauston dugout. And we're back. For some reason I'm starting to freeze up here now. I haven't had that problem before during the game. Hopefully it won't. And ball 2. Waterloo lead 12-0. That is over for strike. That ball is outside. 2-2 now. First game we've had in a while. It's actually had a scoreboard working. It's kind of nice. And that ball is outside. 3-2. That ball is fouled off in front of the Mauston dugout. And we're 3-2. That ball is low, so Gavin walks for the second time in the game. Brings up Tucker, who has been swinging a hot bat as of late. That is a strike on the outside corner. And that is ball high, but Gavin will have the base stolen easily. 3 stolen bases for Waterloo this game. That is low and back to the fence. Two and one. That is right over the heart of the plate. 2-2. And that is swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for the new Mauston pitcher. And brings up Mason with Gavin on second. First pitch is swung on and line past the shortstop into left. Mason 3 for 3 this game. Shea steps in with a hit and was also hit one time. Mason holds, and Mason does take off delayed steal. And right over the heart of the plate for strike 1. That ball is high and back to the backstop. That ball is outside corner, strike 1. 2-1 count. Still a hitter's count. And that ball is popped over to the first baseman, and he drops it in fair territory. And Gavin will score. Mason will score on the play. Two more runs for Waterloo, and they lead 14-0. On the throw down to second, Shea takes, or the throw to home, Shea takes second. In steps Trey. Ball outside and low. Trey 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. And Trey lines one out to left, and it's over the left fielder's head. And bounds over for a ground rule double. However, Shea, who was on second, will be awarded home plate. And that brings up 15-0. In steps Dillon, and outside corner for strike 1. Wind has died down considerably from where we started the game. That ball is outside, 1-1. Trying to see where any flags are, and I can't see them. Could not check his swing. 1-2 now to Dillon. And Dillon fouls that over the Mauston dugout. And we'll do it again at 1-2. That ball is outside. Two and two on the 6-hitter for Waterloo. That ball is low. Now count is full. And Dillon offers a strike 3. So all 3 outs recorded via the strikeout. But mixed in between them, and Waterloo is able to plate 3 more runs. They lead 15-0. I'll have some defensive changes here for Waterloo. Number of people playing different positions here. Ryan will step in to pitch his first time of the year. And Mason will be behind, or not Mason, Wyatt will be behind the plate. Tucker at first. Trey at second. Shea at short. Avery at third. From left to right is Emmanuel. Can't tell who's in center. I don't know if it's Mason in center, Mason Reedy. I see Dillon is in right. Release point, Ryan, a little lower. Remember, you're pitching off a mound now. It's a little better. You'll find it. You'll find it. There you go. Keep it up. Now you got the right height. Now you just got to get it over the plate. Oh, warm-up tosses are completed. And Ryan steps in for his first pitch of the year. And that is outside a ball. And that is over his head. 2-0. That ball is swung on and missed. Strike one. 2-1. That ball is fouled off. And we're even at 2-2. That ball is high. 3-2. Put a little something extra on that one and walks the first batter. Second base runner today for Mauston, and ball is thrown in there inside and high. Ball one. Ryan now in the stretch. Ball is outside and coming down to second. He will be safe out of stolen base. So Mauston with a runner in scoring position. 2-0. And over his head. Coming to third. And he is safe at third. So 3-0. That ball is outside. And the runner will hold at third. So back-to-back walks. And Mauston with two men on for the first time this game. Back to the top of the order. Ryan throws high, and the runner will take second without a throw from Wyatt. Well, two runners in scoring position now for Mauston. That ball is outside. 2-0. Good stop, Wyatt. Ball is high. 2-0. Ball high and outside. That will be a walk. It was only showing 2 balls on the scoreboard. I guess there must have been 3. So bases are loaded now for Mauston. Nobody out.
Go, Ryan. All you need is an out, bud. Start with 1. Go, Grady.
That ball is outside. He's coming home. So on the wild pitch, the runner from third comes home. 2 runners move up 80 feet, and Mauston with their first run of the game, 15-1 now. That is swung on out to left. Emmanuel out there, and it gets past him and rolls to the fence. Mauston will score 2 on the stand-up double. First hit given up, and unfortunately plates 2 for Mauston. They now trail 15-3. Nobody out in the bottom of the third. Ball is high. That's another high ball. 2-0.
That was correct, Ryan. Right there.
There we go. I think the Waterloo fans talked him into that one. 2-1. There's a foul ball, and Tucker is given chase and was not able to get there. So we'll do it again now, even at 2-2. Little repair to the mound. Looks like it moved a little bit. So 2-2 count. Ball high. 3-2. And that is swung on and just over Shea's outstretched hand. And will be a single. So second hit of the inning for Waterloo, or for Mauston, excuse me. And we will have a pitching change. So on comes Avery to pitch. And Dylan will move to third. Ryan moves out to right. Push off of that leg, buddy. All right, so quick reset. Mauston with 3 runs here in the bottom of the third. Runners on first and third. Nobody out still. And the first pitch for Avery is swung on and grounded outside of third. Foul. That is on the inside corner. Gets away from Wyatt, and Avery trots to home to cover in case the runner is going, but he held. So Avery ahead in the count 0-2. And takes a little something off of that, but ball 1 outside. 1-2.
Gloves ready, infield. Here we go. Make a play.
And off of Wyatt's mask on the bounce. And it will be 2-2. That ball is high, 3-2. And Avery delivers that one over the plate. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So Waterloo with 1 down. Or Waterloo records the first out of the inning by the strikeout. That is swung on and missed, strike 1. And that is a grounder over to first. Picked up by Tucker and thrown over to the second baseman, Trey, covering. That is another run, however, that Mauston has plated. And that is 4 in the inning. 15-4. And Avery throws, and it's over his head. That ball is low and back to the fence, and he's coming. Slid under the tag. Took Avery out at the feet.
Walk with your chest, not your head here, bud. Here we go.
Two and 0, and Avery delivers that one down the middle, fouled off, strike 1. 2-1. That is down the middle and through for a single. That ball is low. Come on, Wyatt. You got to throw it to him. Right to his chest, buddy. 2-0. Foul tip. It's off his bat. So 2-1. And ball outside. 3-1.
Gotta get back to his chest, hey. Up on your feet, forward to his chest. Guys on base, stand up and we throw it back, alright? 3 balls, 1 strike.
That is ball 4. Oh, runners on first and second now. That is right down the middle. Strike 1. That is over his head. 1-1. That is swung on and fouled just outside the third base side. Hops over the fence down to the bullpen, but retrieved. So we'll use the same baseball, 1 and 2. There it is. Strike 3. So Avery comes in and allows 1 hit. 1 walk, strikes out 2, but 2 inherited runners have scored. And through 3 innings of play, Waterloo 15, Mauston 5. Do up this half inning, Ryan, Avery, and Wyatt. Battery mates that last inning. Ryan and Avery pitching, and Wyatt behind the plate. So Mauston trying to hustle up here a little bit and not take many warm-up pitches, maybe to try to get out of this inning and get back up to the plate. Get the mound off a little bit. Fix that. Wind picking up again a little bit. Feels like it's coming directly in now from center field. I'd say it's acceptable, Ryan. Ball 1. Net in front of me is swaying pretty good, so I'm starting to lose focus here. Ryan swings through that one. Ball outside, 2-1. Ryan at the plate today, 1 for 2, 2 RBIs. And that is grounded up to first. Gloved by the first baseman and is able to corral it in time to get Ryan. So Avery steps in, also 1 for 2 with 1 RBI. Ball is outside, 1-0. And Avery with a shot out to center. And snagged by the center fielder. Snow cone catch. Got to hand it to the defense. So 2 down quickly for Waterloo in the top of the 4th. They lead 15-5. And Wyatt steps in and he grounds it foul behind plate. And Wyatt fouls another one straight back. Quickly down 0-2. Ball is just outside. And Wyatt swings through that one. Strike 3. So Waterloo goes quietly in the top of the 4th. 1, 2, 3. And as we head to the bottom of the 4th, Waterloo leads 15-5. Oh, we've got a few defensive changes again here. Mason Reedy will take a turn behind the plate. Trey will fake like he's going to pitch. Avery will be back on for his second inning.
Coming down.
So Mason behind the plate. Tucker at first, Trey at second, Gavin at short, Shea at third. Your outfield is Emmanuel, Mason Dolphin, and Wyatt. First pitch is in there on the inside corner, strike 1. That ball is outside, 2-1.
Love's ready, boys. Here we go.
Ball is low, 2-1. Ball is low, 3-1. Just pitch it, Avery. Come on, right to the mitt.
Don't strike, Avery. Don't aim it.
That ball is low. So, Avery's second walk of the game. Leadoff batter aboard for Mauston.
Okay, lead off. Here we go. You ready, outfield?
Back to the top of the order. And that is swung on and missed. Mason comes up firing, and runner is safe. So 1-0. Looked like a strike to me. I think it's 0-1. There's another one fouled straight back. 0-2. Scoreboard's wrong. That ball is high. 1-2. Just outside. 2-2. That is swung on and missed, strike 3. Third strikeout of the game for Avery. Still a runner on second, but one down now. And they've got him picked off. He's got him in a pickle. And nobody's at third. So, stolen base for Mauston. And they had him picked off, but... And that ball is pulled foul for the first strike. And that is shot out to left over by Emmanuel. One hops the fence. And the ball gets away from Waterloo, throwing it around. So another run by Mauston, 15-6. Ball outside. Avery throws over to third. The runner's back in time. And Avery slips off the mound on that one, but swing and a miss. 1-1. And that is swung on and missed, strike 2. One down, runner on third for Mauston here in the bottom of the fourth. If Plated 1 run. They trail 15-6. And Waterloo. Oh. And Avery hits a batter. So runners on first and third now. With 1 down. Ooh, 3-step lead over there at first. Yeah, I think I'd step off too. And Avery delivers home. Ball low. Mason fakes the throw to home, and they've got him picked off at third. Yes. Mason with a fake throw down to first. And he is out. Fake throw down to second on the steal, I should say. And the runner from third was creeping home, and Mason was able to pick him off. Nice tag applied by Shea. Ball outside. 2-0. That ball is inside. 3-0. And Avery throws wildly into center field. But no advance by the runner. And delivers home, and that's a number up to the pitcher. Avery grounds, Pick loves that one and throws to Tucker for the third out. But Mauston is able to plate 1 more run. So through 4 innings of play, Waterloo 15, Mauston 6. Due up for this half of the 5th inning for Waterloo, Emmanuel Mason. And then back to the top of the order in Gavin.
We were gonna exit before, but then we're like, Tyler's gotta get up early, so let's stay a little longer. I don't have to get up that early, bro. Yeah, but I do. I gotta be in West End at 5:30 on that. That's your own fault. Huh? West End's on the other side of the state, so I gotta drive by my house to get there.
Pretty much the entire field now is in shadow. Lights are on, and some of the other fields. Looks like there are some lights on our field. There are no lights on our field. So one thing I just noticed, the 4 fields that are the shortest have no lights. But the other 4 diamonds have lights. Yes, this is what your cameraman looks like. So we got to zoom in here a little bit. A little bit more maybe. And Emmanuel steps in. First pitch is inside, ball 1. And that pitch hits off the front of the plate, ball 2. Three and out to Emmanuel now. That ball is low. So Manuel on for the second time today. Brings up Mason Dolphin. That is outside, ball one. That is right in the outside corner, strike one. Evens the count. And swings through that one. And Emmanuel with a stolen base. One and two to Mason Dolphin. That ball is outside, 2-2. And foul tip into the catcher's mitt for the strikeout. So one down, runner on second, and Gavin steps in. 2 walks and 2 runs today. First pitch is swung on late. Swings right through it, strike one. And swung on and missed, strike two. And that ball is behind him. And Emmanuel is headed to third without a throw. Slides in and kicks the base off. That ball is outside and bounces in front of me. 2-2. Strike three, looking. Back-to-back strikeouts. And Emmanuel on third. And Tucker steps in 2 for 2 today. The ball is in there for a strike. That ball is over his head. 1-1. Ball bounces in low. 2-1 now. Outside, 3-1. On the inside corner. Called for a second strike. Full count to Tucker. On the outside corner. Strike three. So 3 straight strikeouts for Mauston that go around, and Waterloo is retired again without scoring. So heading into the bottom of the 5th, Waterloo still maintains their 15-6 lead. Trey will be on the mound. Mason will be back behind the plate. Avery assisting here with the warm-up tosses while Mason gets his gear on. Set the defense for you again. We've got Dylan at first, Wyatt at second, Gavin at short, Shea at third. Your outfield is Emmanuel, Tucker, and Ryan. Mason behind the plate, and Trey's first pitch is outside, ball one. And Trey's second pitch is swung on a miss, strike one. 1-1. So defensive change. Ryan going to get his catcher's gear on, and Mason Dolphin heads out to right, excuse me. Strike. Looks like Mason did something to his arm. He's throwing underhanded back to Trey. Two and two. That is swung on and popped up and over my head. That ball is high and inside. 3-2. That is swung on and fouled over the Mauston dugout. We'll do it again at 3-2. And that is outside, ball four. So opening batter walk. Sixth walk of the game for Waterloo. Mason comes out, and Ryan takes over behind the plate again. And that is swung on and grounded up to third. Shea throws over to first and recorded and out. So runner now on second, but one down. Trey's next pitch is swung on and missed. Strike one. Come on, Ryan, to his chest. That ball is outside. That is swung on and popped up. Shea makes the basket catch in foul territory to record the second out. Mauston still with a runner on second, but two down now in the bottom of the fifth. And Trey's first pitch is swung on and grounded to third. Scoop by Shea. Over to Dylan for the third out of the inning. So Trey pitches a clean inning. First inning in 2 that Mauston has not scored. So Waterloo maintains their 15-6 lead. And we will play 6. I believe we have time to play 6. Mason Reedy will lead off, followed by Shea and then Trey for Waterloo in the top of the 6th. Mason 3 for 3 today, 3 runs scored, a double, and a stolen base. Let's see if that elbow is affecting him at all at the plate. He was pulled last half inning from behind the plate. So we'll see if there's any twinge during his batting. That ball is low and outside. 1-0. That is swung on over to right field, giving chase, but foul and out of play. But close enough to retrieve it, so we will use the same baseball. That ball is high, 2-1. Now that is behind Mason, 3-1. That is low and outside, so Mason is on for his 4th time today. And Shea steps in 1 for 1. 2 runs scored. Mason off with the pitch and fouled up along the Waterloo dugout and into the stands, actually. And Mason off with the pitch again and hits behind the runner. Shea hits that one to the wall. And Mason on his horse, and he will come around and score. So second double of the game for Shea. Nope, first double of the game for him, sorry. And Mason scores his 4th run. So Waterloo, what they have been unable to do in the last 2 innings is play to run. They now lead 16-6. That ball is outside. And Trey swings through that one. 1-1. Low and inside, 2-1. And Trey with a grounder over to short. Boated, but Trey is safe at first. Able to beat that out for an infield single. And Dylan steps up to the plate. runners on the corners. Taken for a strike. And Trey moves to second. And Dylan swings on and misses that one. Strike 2. 0-2. Ball is outside, 1-2. Ooh. So, one down in the inning, and Ryan steps to the plate. Runner still on second and third. All outside. Ball inside, 2-0. Three no. Tried to check his swing, but I think that was going to be called a strike anyway. 3-1. That ball is low and inside. Ryan walks. Now bases loaded for Avery. One down. Ryan will be pinch run for here, so he can get his catcher's gear on, and Dylan will take first, who made the last out. And Avery swings through that one, strike 1. And that is fouled back for strike 2. And that is shot out to center, and that will be caught. And doubled off a second is Trey. So outfield assist for the center fielder. And Waterloo is turned away in the 6th, but they played an early run, and they now lead 16-6. Avery leaves his bat at home plate. Never picked it up when he came in. So we are going to forego any warm-up pitches here because it's getting dark, I think, and we're just going to try to get to baseball and get through this last half inning, hopefully, relatively quickly. One practice pitch. Opening pitch is ball one. Ball high, 2-0. That's right in there. Strike one, 2-1. That swung on a miss. Strike two. All outside, 3-2. And that is swung on and missed. Strike three. Trey's first strikeout of the game. So one down at the bottom of the sixth. Swung on a miss. Strike one. That is low. 1-1. And that is swung on and will fall to the right fielder, gloved by Mason Dolphin. And two down for Mauston in the bottom of the sixth. That ball is high. And grounder up to third, gloved by Shea. Throws over to first to Dillon. And Mauston goes quietly in the sixth. And that's your ball game. So Waterloo comes into Mauston and defeats them 16-6. And we will be back broadcasting tomorrow, Friday night, when Waterloo takes on Partyville at home. So, final score again from Mauston, Waterloo 16, Mauston 6.